What nerdigans, this is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction is going to be for the Promised Neverland Chapter 4. Last week we found out that Mama was branded, so she was actually up to be eaten by the demons. So I'm hoping this chapter will give us some backstory on Mama. I'm hoping eventually we'll get some backstory on Mama, like if she made a deal with the demons or whatnot. But anyway, let's get to the chapter. So we're in the storage room, so let's see. Though Mama has the key that unlocks the door, even she rarely enters this room. To us, this room is one filled with mysteries. If there's rope to be found anywhere in this house, then it has to be here. All right. So Optimal's the chapter name. All right. Under a tree with sunshine pouring through its leaves sits a boy yet to realize the truth. We won't find any rope. We won't find any ropes? Yeah, since, people typically don't need ropes to live a normal life. He's right. Well, no shit, Emma! Norman's fucking right. Well, that's why he's fucking smart. And that's why the demons want to eat him. So goddamn much. Anyway, he's right, but if it's that, we should be able to find it right here in this house. Found it. A tablecloth. We've got our ropes. Let's see. With this, we can climb over that wall. You know what I was just thinking? Like, why? Because you've seen it in the movies and shit. Like, why not bed sheets? Norman, Emma, why didn't you guys think about bed sheets? There's probably hella extra bed sheets, and unless like the tablecloth, unless the tablecloth or the table is like one of those uber long tables. And the tablecloth fits that uber long ass table, and it's one long ass tablecloth, then I can understand why they chose the tablecloth. With this, we can climb over that wall. Okay, the hard part comes next. Yeah, the transmitters, and finding a way to get everyone out of here. Hey Norman, don't you think it's about time we tell Ray? At first, I was thinking the same thing. Knowing him, he wouldn't panic. He's smart and also knows a lot about machinery. I'm sure he'll be able to help us out. Calm and precise, Ray always thinks ahead and finds the most optimal solution to things. His help is absolutely needed if we all want to survive. Still, I'll talk to Ray. You should head back for the time being. Why? You can tell me right now. Ray, sorry, I followed you guys all the way here. I've been itching all over with curiosity, and I'm fed up at this point. So I thought it was about time to just straight up ask, what happened at the gate, huh? It was clear as day to see that something was up from your expressions that night. To top it off, you both came back empty-handed, even though you said you didn't make it on time. You're as sharp as ever. You ain't gonna tell me nothing happened. Spit it out. He really notices the tiniest things. Could you help us out? Sure. Okay, we'll talk. All of us have to escape from this place. Uh-oh. Demons? A farm? Mama is an enemy? Aren't we kind of screwed? That's why the windows are all latticed. He got all of that way too fast. Hold on, why aren't you downing us in the slightest bit? You're not going to make fun of us? Huh? Why would I? Norman would never make up a stupid lie like that. But you, on the other hand... Oh, he has no faith in me at all. Poor Emma. So regarding the escape plan, there's a couple problems. The biggest one being the number of people. This group is simply too large. It's impossible to escape with everyone. At most, we could manage to get away with. Hold up there. We want to escape with everyone. You need to help us do it, Ray. Everyone? You're kidding, right? There's 37 kids total. To top it off, most of them are below the age of 6. Mama, the demons, transmitters. We've already got a plate full of trouble. So why do you want to make things even harder for us? It's not like that I don't understand. Still, there's got to be a way. There's no other way. Emma, you haven't realized, have you, huh? Ray, wait. I see. So that's why you wanted to talk to me separately, You shouldn't hide this from Emma. Well, I suppose it was more like you couldn't break it to her. Either way, you're being way too nice. You're much better off with just being straightforward with her, with people like her. Emma, you see, we can't just escape this place. We don't know what the outside world looks like right now. Still, Ray, Ray is freaking right. And Norman thought about this too. From what Ray is saying, Norman thought about it too. And that's a good point. And I don't think all of us thought like, what is going on outside of this a slaughterhouse? Well, or I should say, well, I'm trying to think of outside of this ranch, I should say. What's going outside of this ranch? Like, are demons ruling the world? Is it kind of like Nazi Germany in a way, where you have demons running the world, and they choose kids indiscriminately? Like, how are the demons choosing these orphans? That I'm curious on that. We don't know that we know that those demons who want our bodies because there's some sort of demand out there. The fact that this farm even exists proves that much. So, like, we don't know. Yeah, exactly. I'm calling it a ranch. It's a farm. So we don't know if the demons are enslaved humanity. That's what I'm thinking is outside this world. I think the demons enslaved humanity, and it's kind of like how my line of thinking is it's how not the Nazis did the concentration camps kind of thing. That's my line of thinking. But especially since this is in the future and the technology is available, they probably looked at genetics and all that shit. So outside of this place awaits a nation of demons. See? Even Ray knows what I'm thinking. Awaits a nation of demons. Worst case scenario, there will be no safe place for us humans to live. And the real question is we don't know how many humans are left. We don't know the population of humanity. We don't know if this is the only farm there. We don't know if there's actually, we don't know if this is the only kind of farm that's there. Because there could be breeding farms, if you think about it. Because why do you think they're orphans? There could be breeding farms there. That's just that's actually a good point. I'm glad I just thought about this. This might not be the only farm. This would probably be a separate farm. They probably just have farms just for breeding kids for them to eat. They probably have different types of farms if demons enslaved humanity like this. Just think about that. And I want to know what you nerdigans think about that. Do you think that there's different types of farms? I hope that that's where this manga goes. Is it as if when the kids leave this farm that we see different types of farms? I hope that even though it's kind of disturbing if you think about it, I hope that that's the case, because that would make it even more interesting. This world more interesting. Do you think it's impossible to take all of them with us? It's just not possible. We've got to run away if we want to survive. If we attempt to take all of them with us, it's clear as day that none of us will make it. I get it. We've got to leave them behind. That's the most optimal solution we need to shoot for. No way. It might be impossible, but I still want to take everyone with us. Let's just figure out a way to do it. Say what? I don't want all of us to die. Still leaving those kids behind isn't a plausible option in my eyes. I want this to end with just Connie. I can't bear to think letting anyone else end up like that. And you know what I'm just thinking? I'm thinking about it like this. I just thought about this, especially if you book nerdigans especially have read the Divergent series. That's what I kind of wanted. I'm hoping that this is where the series will lead to. It will be something like Divergent, where we'll eventually go outside. When we go outside the farm, we'll get to, but a little bit different, where we'll actually get to explore the world, kind of like explore the world, and kind of like not Divergent. That's not the series I'm thinking. Kind of like oh, what's the series I'm thinking of? Kind of like The Darkest Minds. That's the series I'm thinking of. Sorry, if Manga Nerdigans, go read the Darkest Mind trilogy by Alexandra Bracken. That's what this series kind of reminds me of in a way, but without the demons and shit. But in terms of like world building and shit like that, I kind of like what I'm talking about, like survival kind of thing. I just hope that we kind of get that kind of survival type of situation where we get to like see the world outside, because the main character is in a camp kind of thing, and they're killing kids and shit like that. And I hope that the adults are killing kids and experimenting on them. But I kind of hope that we get to, and I did a book nerdigan discussion on it, so you guys can go look that video up. I hope we get to see the world out. The point is, I hope we get to see the world outside of the farm, in this case, the farm, like we did in the Darkest Mind series. That's my point. If there's no place for us humans to survive, then let's just make one ourselves. Let's be the let's be the ones to change this world. Ray, thanks to you, I've realized that's that this is just the kind of jailbreak we have to orchestrate, and that's that. What? That's that? Are you kidding me? She's crazy. That's just nothing but wishful thinking. I won't back down. I won't cry anymore. I've already decided. So Ray, you're going to be the one to back down instead? Quit complaining and just cooperate with us. Yo, Norman, come with me for a sec. Do something about that idiot. She's just plain hopeless. You said it, but I'm really glad that she seems to be in high spirits. That's not the point here. I'm telling you to stop her from thinking those dangerous thoughts. You'll both die. Norman, this is you we're talking about. You understood from the outset, didn't you? I saw Emma cry. Emma rarely cries. At first I thought that maybe she was just crying because she was scared. After all, I was terrified myself, but I was wrong. Personally, I was scared of dying, but Emma was crying because she was scared of that our family would die. Pretty impressive, Even after seeing something like that, she still thought about her family before herself. Even so, that doesn't mean she's right. You'll have the devil to pay if we listen to her. To be completely honest, we can probably manage 3. If it's just the 3 of us, we'll be able to escape. You shouldn't deny your rationality. Don't let your emotions get the best of you, Norman. Ray, the thing is, even if I do have the devil to pay, I don't mind. What are you saying? Norman, you're different. Usually that's right. Wait. Norman, you're different. You're so calm and rational. You always choose the most logical solutions. Usually that's right. More than anyone, more than me. You're always the one that's most, and yet why? Because I love her. Oh, I knew it. I knew Norman loves Emma. I knew it. I knew it. He loved Emma. I fucking knew it. I knew it. I'm so happy that he said it, though. I didn't think he would say it, but I fucking had a feeling that he loved her. I want to do all... God, that makes me really happy. I fucking knew that. I don't know if any throughout this chapter, I had a feeling that he was in love with her. Just because, based on how Ray was describing Norman's character, and, how out of character Norman was, I was thinking, Norman's probably in love with Emma. I could just tell, just based on how Ray was describing how Norman usually is, and how logical he usually is, and how he usually thinks things through. Yeah, it makes sense that he's in love with Emma. I want to do things that'll make Emma happy because I love her. Have you lost your mind? So you're saying that you wouldn't mind if Emma dies from doing what she wants? I won't let her die. If it's for her sake, I'll use myself to do anything and everything. Well, to make things easier, first of all, I don't understand how he could love her because he's fucking 11 years old, but whatever. Well, to make things easier, I don't even know if they know what love is, but whatever. Well, to make things easier, it just so happens that I've never failed to accomplishing something I've wanted to. The stubborn son of a... Wait a minute. I just realized. Is this family love? Or is this love? Nerdigans, please clarify. What do you think this is? Is this family love or is this love? Heck, if there'll be the devil to pay, why don't we just use the devil for our own good too? I'm sure there's a way for even the devil to come in handy once in a while. You're being ridiculous. Maybe you're right. So what are you going to do about it? Both Emma and I have gone completely nuts. Do you plan on leaving us alone in a state like this? Well, shit, what does he even take me for? Just how the hell do you expect me to do that? Here, take a look at this. Mechanical engineering in the history of humans? Well, that's what Emma says. Not the title, but the content but the date of publication. 2015! Wow! It's 2015! That's the most recently published book I can find back at the house. So the demons probably took over in 2015. In other words, if you think about it in simple terms, up until 2015, the world was a place where it was even possible for something like this to get published. 30 years ago? So the demons enslaved humans 30 years ago. So what exactly happened in the course of 30 years? I did mention the worst case scenario before, but at most only 30 years have passed. There actually is a possibility that a society of humans still exists out there. Still, we can't act rashly. We have to collect intel. Intel on the outside world, our enemies, a way to get out get out of here and a way to survive beyond that. If we're doing this, we're going to succeed at any cost. All right, a ray of hope. Ha, I see what you did there. Comes into view. So, Nerdigans, what do you think happened in that 30 years? Obviously, this is when the demons enslaved humanity. But when you have read post-apocalyptic books like I have, fantasy-based fiction like I have, when there's a will, there's a way. Humans will find a way to survive. We have like a survival-based instinct. We will find a way to survive. So when I hope, I'm trying to think of how to word this. My best, and again, this is why I say go read the Darkest Mind series by Alexandra Bracken, not only because it's a good series, but that series will really give you some insight into my line of thinking. When I'm saying this here, I'm going to spoil a little bit of it. Well, the reason why I mention it is because the kids, they were basically turned away by the government and by their families and shit, and this is in America. And they formed their own tribes. They formed their own formed their own communities and shit like that. So yeah, there should be like underground. If demons did enslave humanity, there should be underground societies and resistances and human resistances. The key thing is how are they going to find these human resistances and human rebellions? That's the key thing. And I'm wondering if you Nerdigans believe if there is human rebellions and human resistances against the demons. And the other thing is how did these demons come into our realm? Because like, did the end of days happen? Which is a possibility. The end of days could have happened. And for those Nerdigans that don't know what the end of days is, go look it up. But that's probably something that could have happened too. The end of days could have occurred. And the demons could have enslaved humanity. Someone could have been stupid and opened a portal to hell. Who fucking knows? But I want to know what your Nerdigans think. How did the demons come into our realm and enslave humanity? And I'm glad Ray is on board with this as well. But anyway, what did you Nerdigans think of this chapter? I'm glad Ray is on board. I'm glad we have got a little bit more. We've got a time period of when the farms started building up. And like, what do you Nerdigans think about my theory about possibly being different types of farms, like breeding farms? Because there's got to be more than just like these kid farms. There's got to, because from what it sounds like, and I should have realized this last chapter, that demons, I should have realized this in the first place, that demons have enslaved humanity at this point. That's what it sounds like, is that demons have enslaved humanity, and they probably have breeding farms as well as these farms for kids too, because they want to eat kids. And they probably have different delicacies of humans and shit like that. They probably have farms by race for all we know. But anyway, now we have a year of when the demons came to Earth to enslave humanity, which was 2015. So all of this basically has happened in 30 years. So what do you Nerdigans think about this? Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Also, make sure you can, if you want to help expand the Nerdigans Inc. Channel / brand, there's a couple ways you could do it. You can either donate to the Nerdigans Inc. Patreon, or you can purchase something off the Nerdigans Inc. Amazon wish list. Both links are in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow Nerdigans Inc. on Twits. Follow me on Twits, I should say. My Twits handle's in the description box below, and that's Twitter, by the way, for those that don't know. Also, make sure you friend me on PlayStation Network, because I will be getting multiplayer games and hopefully be playing with you guys and do some Video Game Nerdigan live streams as well. And make sure you follow me on my Twitch channel too, because I will be doing some streams on there as well. And until next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye!